satellites monitoring the moon have been deliberately crashed onto the surface. The spacecraft, named Ebb and Flow, had spent a year orbiting the moon, measuring its gravity field to learn more about the interior. While running low on fuel, NASA engineers decided to crash the spacecraft into a mountain.
The moon as it's never been seen before. The images making up this video were taken by NASA's twin Grail space laboratories. The size of a small washing machine, they started mapping the moon's gravitational field in tandem in January. They revealed that the moon has a shallower and much more fractured crust than expected, the result of asteroid and comet impacts. The findings provide a better understanding of how moons and other planets are formed and evolve.
They found evidence of ancient lava flows forming dikes under the surface, or ditches is probably a better word, under the surface, and this kind of thing that it just isn't possible to see just by taking photographs.
But running low on fuel, and with its mission complete, NASA took a decision to hasten the spacecraft's end. Well, left alone, the Grail spacecraft would have been slowly drawn towards the moon's surface, eventually crashing into it. But NASA said there was a 7 in a million chance they could have come down on one of the historic Apollo or Russian lunar probe landing sites. They wanted to avoid this, so fired up the spacecraft's engines for a final time. This set the spacecraft on a more direct course towards the lunar surface. The point of collision, an unnamed mountain near the moon's north pole. Travelling at over 6,000 kilometres an hour, the spacecraft were destroyed on impact. The area was in shadow at the time, meaning there were no images of the crash. But having sent an unprecedented collection of pictures and data back to Earth, NASA says it's a case of mission very much accomplished.
Scientists say data from the spacecraft, named Ebb and Flow, will be used to help determine how thick the moon's crust is and shed some light on how the solar system was formed.